Hello. How's it going, everybody? You all crazy bits and stuff coming in. How you all doing? Thank you so much. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Because it's been a while. It has been so long. Let me just unmute me so the party can hear. Hello. So, hello. As always, just a few announcements to get out of the way and a slight catch up before we jump into things. Firstly, make sure you go follow at Azorianpost on Twitter for all our updates, find out when episodes are, when we're going live, funny highlights, and more. If you're not able to watch live all the time, all our episodes are available on VOD the day after airing and are accessible both on Twitch and YouTube. Special thanks to Antti, Martikainen, and Michael Ghelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff. We don't have any links in the chat at the moment, but I will link it during the break. Check them out. Unless Megna wants to do his awesome stuff and I put him to work with a whip. He's currently eating, so it was funny. So we can focus more on the game and the role play. We won't be reading chat throughout the cast. However, please feel free to follow the cast on Twitch and Twitter. Cast, please go shout yourselves out, throw some links in the chat.
I don't know what any of the commands are.
Yeah, what are the commands? Help us.
The commands are broken because the bot's not on. That's why.
Okay. So
what are you asking for then?
Yeah, I'll sort it out on break. It's all good. It's all good. We'll sort it out on break.
Cool. Nice.
So, with all that out of the way, let's jump into a slight recap of where we left over last time. And so, after meeting up with Kibo's branch in the capital, led by a gentleman named Cyrus, the group learned that the 3 individuals that left the city, one likely to be the princess, left the capital at night. They headed south before the scouts lost them. However, after some successful tracking by the group, led them to a buried royal guard armor, some jewelry that you believe to be the princess's, which confirmed the suspicions. You rode throughout the night and for about a week straight to catch up with the princess on the road just before hitting the city of the port of Natos, one of the last remaining free ports within Tristam. However, you were pursued by a formidable foe, Knight Commander Atreus. Preparing for the legion of undead knights and Atreus arriving to the port of Natos following Amelia and the run of retreat, the mountain breakers prepared for the worst, deciding if they should leave, charter a different ship, use the Dryad's key, or hold out for the ship that Amelia and co. originally chartered. He decided to hold out and wait, and use the Dryad's key as a backup if it was needed. Velia, scouting ahead with Shay, notified the group of Atreus' arrival into the city, and that decided things. The group immediately left the safe house and was unfortunate enough to be spotted as they made their way to the docks. A few broken stalls and flying dwarfs later, the group managed to get to the ship, which was luckily docked at the port. However, Atreus' company was close behind. In a very high-tensioned fight, the group managed to pull away from the dock and leaving Atreus behind, kicking him into the sea. So, you find yourself aboard the ship, the Cyrus, leaving Tristam on the eve of the sixth day of summer. You are leaving Tristam for the continent of Raren, across the border into Zarus, and onward bound across this Kavdos Ocean to the country of Felwyn. So once again, just like when we started this campaign, the sea breeze is hitting your faces, the fresh sea salt air. However, instead of captives, you are still after a hard-won battle, blood still running down some of your faces. You're tired, sweaty, beaten, bruised, but you feel a sense of safety. You see the people around you gasping for breath as they've just quickly set sail. Amelia and Troop are talking to what you believe to be the captain, and you have a moment of peace, just you 5 to discuss what you'd like to do. So with that being said, let me just load a map up for you guys so you can see the current scenario and situation. Thank you, Cry, for linking everyone's channels. I appreciate it. I see you. And we'll jump into our battle map so you guys can see as well. And while you guys are figuring out what you want to do, heated from battle, I'll go quickly switch up the music here to something a little bit more fitting.
So how are you all? Like, he was like super hurt, or?
I mean, only thing I'm dealing with is a little bit of stress and anxiety after you nearly put us all into the drink.
I had good intentions.
I have no doubt.
Actually,
You know,
sorry, DM, have we had a long rest? Because
No, it's literally fresh after the battle. Karaya is sat down, grasping, all blooded, looking real hurt. You're probably all still tapped. I think you were all tapped.
Yeah, I even have an
spells.
exhaustion plate right now. That's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Super exhausted. I'm just trying to take a moment to see what everyone else is doing and eventually like look for where we're going to be staying.
Okay, so if you all want to have a quick look, you're all here. Amelia is over here with her troop talking to someone with a sword on their back that you believe to be the captain. There's people moseying around the deck and doing their daily activities. The sun is currently setting into evening. You left to your own devices. What would you like to do?
We lost sight of land.
No, land is still visibly there. It's like 5 minutes after the battle.
The guy's been to the bottom of the seafloor. Is he like floating on the surface? Like, what's he doing? Is he swimming after us?
Roll me a perception check. Are you dinking your head underwater, or are you just keeping an eye out on the waves?
I'm just looking on the way. I ain't going in the water. Fuck though.
Okay.
You say perception?
Yeah. Roll me a perception. Like, no, yeah.
15.
You don't see anything. No bubbles. No like armored full plate paladins surfing across the top of the water or anything like that.
So no one like full on Jesus walking across the water running towards the ship or anything like that. No.
Nothing like that. No.
Okay.
Actually, with your eyes, I'd say you can still probably make out some shadowy figures on the dock where you left the battle. They're just shadows at this point because they're so far away already.
Okay.
Probably can't make out any details, especially not with that roll.
It doesn't look like we're being followed yet.
No sense of you being followed.
I'll go over to Karaya, who looks fairly rough, and I'm just gonna ask, how are you doing?
Shit. We got our asses kicked.
No offense, but you kind of look like shit right now. I think we should get you taken care of.
Yeah, probably. She puts like a hand over your shoulder. Are you wanting to take her below deck? There's no infirmary here
Rune!
or such.
I'm gonna wave Rune over. And
Yes, huh? What?
I don't know if you got
shit.
anything left in your bag of tricks, but Cry needs some attention.
Yeah.
I think we should get her down below deck.
As you shout
I don't
Rune
have
as
much
well,
for spells, but...
the captain here sees you obviously gesturing over and picking Karaya up off the floor. He's like, you guys have a room down in the cannon deck. The first room on the left. It's got beds in it. It's the best we could do.
All right.
Appreciate it, Captain.
He
Thank
just
you,
goes
Cap.
back to talking to Amelia and stuff.
Yeah, we'll head over to our rooms.
So yeah, he indicates
sit down
this
to our
one here.
rooms. I can help manage everyone up.
But yeah, you'll see that there's way down here. You go into the hold and navigate that way as well. Might be a bit funky to try and sit on the bed. Just throw yourself in there. If you want to try and position yourself on the beds, that's fine.
Who's sharing a bunk bed? We've only got 4, and there's a few of us.
I feel like normal size beds, right? Rune and I could probably fit on either half. Like
You two gonna go top and tail?
we'd stack a full person. So
Cryo lays down and she's like, I'm taking this one. You don't need to sleep anyway, right? Akis, you do that weird thing.
Oh, yeah.
I do
yeah,
meditation too. I don't really need to sleep.
Not to stim you out of a
We'll
bed
let
or
people who need to
anything.
sleep.
No,
We'll let
no.
people who need to
I'll-
sleep have the
Stop
bed.
thinking about
and then
sleep.
we'll
Come
sit
over
on
here.
the
Let me
floor.
bandage you up.
Yeah,
I'll see how
please.
it is. I'll sit on the floor.
Roll me a
with my back
medicine
against
check.
the wall.
Wouldn't
Sorry.
a long rest just heal her anyways? Am I wrong?
You can go down for a long rest, yeah, but like, you know, role-playing purposes.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair, DM. Fair points.
You just sleep it off, and you can heal a arm chopped off.
I rolled a 9, so.
Okay, yeah, you start dressing some of her wounds. She's very heavily battered and bruised. A couple of broken ribs, you think, but you're not too sure. She's very, she doesn't let you, like, look at her wounds too much. She's very, like, pulls away and just shows you what she needs to and tries to, like, keep herself covered for the most part. But thanks you for looking it over and things like that. You do what you can. Bandages and what you have to hand. Anyone else wanting to do anything specific, or you just wanted to bed down for the night?
Long rest.
Okay, I'm just going to move some tokens.
I don't want to
around
heal
here.
anything with sleep.
I'm going to watch the shore disappear, assuming that it does.
Yeah. After a while,
Yeah.
you're going to put yourself on top deck. Or depending where you want to watch it from, you can watch it from a cannon port if you want to open it up or something.
No.
There you go, get in there.
I proceed to pull off my gloves and my hide armor and put my bag and my axe down beside the bed.
Okay. You guys do know that there is someone from the ship's crew positioned outside your room, but there's like a door that is guarding here, essentially. The door is closed for you guys currently, but you don't know unless you want to go talk to him. But you see that the pretense that this was sold to you guys as like more of a merchant vessel, but now once you've come below to your quarters, you see that it is rows of cannon, and they are armed and ready for a fight if they need to be. Which might add to your reassurance, or it might not, depending on who you are. But yeah.
Yeah, merchant ship.
Yeah. It's a good cover.
Do your merchant ships not normally come with cannons? As, you know, a sneak peek extra?
Gotta fight off pirates, I guess.
But yeah, you open the cannon port up, Rune, and you see slowly that the land fades, and it's much more just open ocean now. You're currently westward bound, and you know that's the shortest way to Felwyn from the maps that you've seen. It's just literally there's no other islands apart from undiscovered islands. There's no charted islands on the way there. No big settlements that you've heard of. Just straight open ocean across continents to there. And it was explained to you guys previously that it was probably going to be about a month's worth of travel. So on this first night, is there anything specific that anyone wants to do?
Sleep. I would like to sleep.
Sleep?
Or meditate, I should say.
Gotta say. Rune?
Yeah, I'm just gonna crash after a while. Nothing really of note.
Sure.
Need to refresh myself.
From here? Akis?
Under my breath, I'm just going to say, so that was another one of your funny toys, huh? Cute.
What was that?
Are you saying this around
I'm just
anyone?
saying it out loud. That was another one of your funny toys, huh? Cute.
You talking to yourself over there, Akis?
Oh, yeah, just thinking out loud. Don't worry about it, it's fine. You know, sometimes I hear like weird demon child voices. Do you not hear them?
Yeah, no.
You know.
I'm gonna sleep with my axe again. No, it's all good. You just let us know if there's anything interesting that gets said.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna mock me for something in a minute.
It all comes to mind
Always
as well,
does.
where you were in the Underdark, and Akis managed to warn you that you were about to have an imminent attack. And that kind of tension is you pulled him away from the crystal as well. And a few of you heard that kind of voice filter through slightly.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and I pull out the giant worm's tooth that we kept, and I'm just lying on my back, sort of turning it between my hands, inspecting it, not really thinking much about it, just observing and reflecting on the experiences we've had over the last several weeks.
And with that, sleep finds you all one by one. You can all mark off a long rest. I will make sure to do it for Karaya too, if you give me a moment.
Do I get to recover 1 level of exhaustion?
Yes, you recover 1 level.
Required
after
food
your
and drink. We have food and drink. Nice.
Yeah, so you would have been there's like an open galley just down from you where you walked past, because this is where you walked past. You would have heard chopping and a chef just cutting up some fish and stuff like that, where you see, just being on the ship for the evening, you see that there's no set like dinner time or anything like that. People just pop in, the chef provides them with some like stew or whatever he's been cooking. So if you want to follow suit and ask, you're more than welcome to. If you're hungry, but you have your own trail rations and things like that, I imagine, as well. So, during the night, you all sleep through. Nothing seems to wake you. A lot of you are dead to the earth just for the sheer exhaustion from combat and the riding, the hard days. Ride to catch up to the princess and roughing it in the dome and things like that. You didn't really have a lot of time to rest, so you all take a long time to rest. And you all awaken probably around 10 in the morning after a lay-in and exhausted. Again, to the sound of a bell ringing and people shouting above deck. Not shouting in cause of concern, just, you know, shouting commands to each other or whatnot, general seafaring stuff. You all come to your own senses. We're going to cover it in weeks, so if there's any roleplay elements you would like to do, if there's anyone you want to talk to, I'll throw some in as well. But for week 1, this is week 1 stint, so you've all been prepared that there's probably some downtime, so I'm just going to go one by one through you all. If there's anything you want to do, anything when you cast, anything you want to check in on, let me know, and then we will do a roll to see if anything happens, if you get good weather, bad weather, that kind of thing as well. So, Rune, you're up first. During your first week, what you want to do. If there's anyone you want to role play with, just say how I go approach.
I'm going to go meet up with the group. We need to... So, you guys know I can send messages long distances. I think we need to send out some updates. We need to probably tell the Claw, what was his name, Kaibo?
Kibo.
Kibo.
Yeah, Kibo. What do you guys want to tell him, or do we want to tell him anything? I don't know if we're going to be back anytime soon, or if he has connections across seas.
I would assume that being who he is and how he operates, he already knows.
I would also say that we've clearly decided to side with the princess here. Like,
Yeah,
we're not taking her back, and so I don't know if we're exactly friends with this dude anymore, because he wanted that bounty.
Karaya just raises her arms, like, points to Velia. Yeah, that.
Could be a way to spin this, though. Like,
yeah, but like
could
we're
be
not
more of a
coming
bounty
back anytime soon. It's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
At least
In other
that's
words, who cares?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean,
If we check in with him, there's a good chance he sends people after us. If we don't check in with him, there's a good chance he sends people after us. Either way, we should act as if there's people on our tail and be discreet.
yeah. Well, we know he has magical means to communicate of some nature, because he was able to send word to Tristan Capital before we arrived.
Do you think there's a way to track through your communication methods location? Like, would he be able to tell where we are based on?
Can I roll like a history or intelligence or an arcana check to see if that's possible? DM?
Roll me a knowledge arcana if you know of any magical means, yeah.
Do a religion on the same thing?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. I doubt I know anything.
You know of certain magics that can track, but you're not too sure the extent of them. If it could be across
Not my
continent or
type
something
of
like
game.
that.
I'm an
Yeah.
illusion wizard, you know? Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Sophie?
I'm holding 11.
Yeah, you know there is certain tracking magics, but you don't know how powerful those be. You don't think it's in the room of impossible. There probably is powerful wizards out there that can probably track across planes, but unless you've heard of the scrying spell specifically, Rune, I don't know if you have access to it. I don't know if you would have used it too much in your past or encountered anyone that used it. It's probably a long shot.
Maybe in the dawn someone could have, but I don't know.
With
I
that
don't know what those
role,
odds would be.
no, I think they were more an upfront organization, and they had their own intelligence companies that would use that, and you probably won't fall into that intelligence section, unfortunately. But you know it's probably possible, but it's a highly specific skill, probably, I would say. That's the extent you know it.
Okay.
So, I feel like Kibo's profit driven.
Right.
May
Yeah,
already
yes.
know what we know in terms of we've left with the princess. Maybe he's got a spy in with that whole. Well, probably not with that group that came to the city, but I'm sure word will go back to the city of the fight that happened.
Yeah.
And us leaving.
I'm sure he knows of the squad of, is it Knight Commander Atreus? Is that his name? If I remember right?
Knight Commander Atreus, yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
remember, right?
heard of him in the region. I mean, mostly everyone, especially everyone that has ties to military and things like that. You imagine not a lot of people know what you know about him. That he's part undead and leads an undead legion. That was very under wraps.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if we're more transparent with him, it'll build trust with that organization, even though this isn't the outcome he was excited for. But there may be opportunity here because we now know there's issues with the king. There's likely
We
going
can
to
have
be
him investigate it.
there's likely going to be more bounty if we were to bring the king back properly from that perspective. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should tell him, be honest, and see if he can do stuff on his end while we're over this way. He might be pissed. I don't know. Probably, but
Well, I mean, he's not going to be happy that we took away his profit motive. Because that was one of the things that he mentioned in his message back to me, was that we could make some profits as part of this task. So, I mean, yeah, he's definitely all about the gold.
that's what I'm saying. Let's spin it from the perspective of we see there's much more opportunity doing something else than handing over the princess.
Speaking of the gold, do you not think there's a chance that he would turn on us and hand us in? Because surely this is going to be span on us, as if, you know, we've done something, we've kidnapped royalty or whatever. You know, do you not think there's a chance that that'll be span on us, and that they would try and capitalize on that?
Yeah, but how's that any different than our current scenario?
Yeah. I think if he doesn't, I think the Tristan Capital leadership would. Because, I mean, our names and faces have probably been spread by now. we made enough of a scene at the docks that I'm sure more than enough people took note of it.
Word might travel. This is Christ speaking. Word might not travel that fast. Natos is a free port, from my understanding. So, but Atreus will probably report back, I imagine. It might take a while, but we're going to be on this ship
Doesn't
for
really
a
talk
while.
that much. That yeah,
As soon as he gets back to land.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe he's sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Hopefully.
Hopefully, I doubt it. I doubt that would actually stop him. All right. So do we want to tell him?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Velia, Karaya?
Are you
My
planning
guess
to
is
go
if we're
back?
gonna talk to him, we have to be honest.
Cryer says he's probably going to
Right.
reach out to us once he realizes what's happened. So it might be good to steer the story before someone steers it for us.
Yeah.
Someone that's good at I mean, it has to come through you, Rune, though, too. You've got to be good at
Yep.
lying.
And it might be nice to have a friend back on that continent now.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so we can probably lead with the Knight Commander trying to attack the princess and us protecting her safety.
Well,
What do you guys think?
I would lead with, we found the princess, but the commander was coming to take her, which we wouldn't get anything for anyways. And so, based on the information we got about the king, we've opted to leave with the princess because we think there's more opportunity if we either fix the scenario back home or assist the princess in this case.
I do think we should wait till he reaches out to us, though.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
Something about him reaching out to us feels like, I don't know. It just feels like we're flying a little more under the radar than as I'd like us to be. It also gives us a good indication of if he can track us, and also allow us to know how far his magic spreads.
True.
I'm torn because I feel like if we do it as close to port as possible, who knows where we're headed, and it's addressed sooner than later. Because if he doesn't have any info and then our story checks out, I
There's
think
an easy
that'll
way
build
for us
trust.
to decide this, Velia says, and she pulls out a coin, and she says, "Are you heads or tails?"
You'll leave this up to chance, huh?
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere by deliberating over it. So
Not it.
Flip it. Your coin.
is it heads or tails? Do you want?
I think heads were honest and upfront, and tails, and we wait for him.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it right now. 1 second.
Just roll a
Heads is
d20
honest.
if you want. Heads can be
No,
10
I'm actually gonna flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
Who has it? Who has a challenge
All right,
coin?
I flipped a coin. You said heads were honest, tails were not, right?
Mhm.
All right. And she covers her hand, and she has the coin there.
Okay.
And she says, which one are you dreading me have right now?"
Not telling you.
I'm
I'm
curious.
indifferent.
I kind of hope we told
She
the
peeks at
lie.
it, and she says, "It's heads. Does that sink your gut or not?"
I'm fine with
I'm
it
okay
being
with it.
heads.
I'm smiling right now. I think it's a funny idea.
All right, we'll tell the truth then.
All right. So, Knight Commander's in pursuit of the princess, and we decided to protect her for now.
Okay, are you going to cast
Bingo.
sending?
Yeah, I'll cast sending.
See if there's anything he can do on his end to look into what's going on with the king, and
Yeah.
maybe if he can, investigate or fix something on
I
the ground
say,
where
like,
he's at.
King's state of mind, or like, they would we think someone's controlling the king.
Okay. You got 25 words, right?
Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
You want to count it down?
Sure, someone count me.
Okay, I've got you.
So I'll set up my dragon chest forward and cast sending.
To Kibo
And I'll
directly?
say, yeah, to Kibo directly. I'll say, Knight Commander Atreus, in pursuit of the princess. We are protecting her for the time being. King of Tristram capital compromised.
Okay, you have 3 more words.
Can you help?
Can you help?
Okay. I heard about that scuffle. You're on the ship. Any chance you can take over and come back? King's not my business.
He wants us to hijack the ship.
It's a no from me, dog.
Yeah, that's a no. I'm not doing that.
Do you not reply? Do you just ghost him?
No, I'll reply.
You cast and send it again?
Um,
Okay, mark another send
yeah.
now.
We are not going to capture the ship for you. This can wait.
Anything else?
We're not that kind of mercenary. Here.
You have some words spare? Are you ending it there?
See you soon.
You just get one. You get back. That's it.
Okay.
Do you relay the group
Wow.
what he said?
Yeah. Yeah. Said yeah.
I mean, I think that's the best it could have been.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he said the king is not any of his business. I think that it will be eventually. I think eventually his hand will be forced. We also have something else in our back pocket. We could send something to Knight Commander Cyrus, because she's looking for the claw. If we really want to step back.
Christ, his up is like, no, let's not fuck with people. Oh, that would be funny.
I'm just saying we have cards to play.
Look at you turning all savage all of a sudden. Love it. All right.
It's called strategy, my friend. Although I would like to send like Commander Lyres a message just to inform her of the state of the king, because I know that she has some. I think she has some suspicions on her own, given how the king or whatever forces it came from, commandeered all of her soldiers to head north. So I think she has some suspicions already, so it'd be good to set her mind at ease.
Cryer raised that up. I vote not to get involved.
Well, I mean, we're far away and we're only getting further away, so I think it's best to, update the people we can with what we know and let them take it from there.
Are you thinking we let her know that the princess ran away on purpose? Wasn't kidnapped?
I was going to leave that as separate. I don't know how much that would be her responsibility. Do you think we should tell her?
I think it adds context.
I think it adds validity to our information.
The princess ran away because the king is not himself.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Dark forces at play.
Yeah.
Any other concerns from the rest of you?
Briar shrugs.
I've spoken my piece.
All right.
Just do it.
All right. So that'll be for another day, obviously, because spell slot limitations.
Oh, this is a whole week, right? So if you have a rest.
Yeah. So we can just get them out of the way. Unless there's
Okay,
anything
okay.
anyone wants to do in between these send-in sessions, just let me know. But we can just blast them out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you sending to Lyris?
What's the princess's name again? I'm blanking.
Amelia.
Not Jessica.
Or
Amelia?
Jessica is the alias, yeah.
Amelia.
Yeah, I mean they know her as Amelia. So. All right. So I'll do ascending to Knight Commander Lyris. Say this is Rune. We are escorting Princess Amelia. She reports that the king has been compromised and dark forces are at play controlling him. Just to keep you updated.
You pause and you wait for a second. There's no response.
Wait a bit. Just in case she takes some time or tells someone and then
You wait. It's quiet.
feel like the message went through. Or if she just might be unconscious.
It does not work. So you cast the spell, and you watch the pieces as you really would light up as usual. Something seems off. You've not used the spell too much. Every time you've used it, it's worked.
So that message didn't go through. This is the first time that's happened. I don't know if that means she's sleeping or she's, I hate to say it, dead. Maybe someone assassinated her. She seemed pretty resilient though, so I don't think that's it. Could also be that my divine powers are being intercepted by something.
Or that we're out of range, perhaps?
Oh, I don't think this thing has a range, at least as far as I've experimented with.
So
And besides, Kaibo got it, and he's in the same city as she is.
I was given a gift recently as a way of blocking magic when someone's trying to send it. Did it feel like he was being blocked?
Well, she did have that powerful magician or something next to her. So it could be. Yeah, that could be.
You just felt it felt like it just failed to connect, or
Yeah, it felt like it failed to locate the person.
Yeah, locate the person would be accurate.
Yeah. So,
that might be worth looking into. Like, what would do that?
Roll me a knowledge arcana.
hey.
Anyone
that's great,
proficient
that's
can
great.
also make a roll if you want to. What'd you get?
16.
Akish, you would probably think that the person's no longer... Akish and Velius, you should roll the same. Croesus think that the person's A, no longer a person, or B, there is some dampening thing intercepting it, making a blockage of some sort. They're the only two options it would be.
They could be dead.
Well, that's an interesting development.
Yeah.
Isn't it, though?
Wasn't that the one that was missing an arm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was. She was a war veteran, essentially.
Kaibo assassinated one. Or.
At this
She was
point,
digging into the crow's location.
I'd say this point it's like afternoon of the first day. You have a knock on your door since you're in the room, and the door opens up, and you see the captain that you'd seen previously before, and he's like, "Hey, my name's Captain Rickos. Sorry I didn't formally introduce myself. It was a bit of a chaotic departure. Thank you for helping us back there. I mean, sure, you're all good people, so I just ask that you don't mess with anything on the ship. Don't go where you're not supposed to, mainly the hold down below and the room next door, which is our armory. If you need anything, come see me." That's pretty much it, really. Do you have any questions or anything?
You need help with food supplies? I know you probably weren't expecting so many extra visitors and passengers.
Uh,
Might have something to help with that.
Maybe. We're currently doing an inventory. Let you know in the next day or so if we're going to be short for the journey. But if you guys can feed yourselves, that'd be much appreciated. If you can't, we'll happily do what we can. Although it might be slim pickings. Do we have any?
Here.
Ale.
A little bit.
Don't be imposing.
More
Noted.
rum. But rum's my choice, but yeah.
Don't you have that funny jug thing?
We have a gamble jar.
You have a
Might
gamble
produce
jar,
ale.
right?
A gamble jar?
Yeah, a gamble jar.
Do you want to try it?
Would you like to pick a cork? I'll
Join us
pull
for
it
a
out.
drink, Captain.
Sure.
Would you like to pick a cork and see?
You'll pick a
It's going to
cork.
be a long journey, right?
A 10. What's a 10?
10? I have no idea. Let's see.
And before he drinks a lot of fucking acid or something.
It's not drinking it.
I need to look it up. Hang on.
Is it a D10 or a D100 that?
No, it's a D12. I think it's 12 different flavors.
Oh,
I rolled a D12 anyway. So.
It's 10. 10 is wine.
Is
A
it?
gallon of wine. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'll add that to our reserves. You mind if I just take this?
No.
You-
You can take the wine.
Well,
Gamble jar stays with us.
I need to put the wine into something, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll grab.
Barrel down.
One of the
Grab-
crew, one of the
grab a
crewmates will
barrel.
pop by with a barrel. Like,
Okay. Perfect. Rum
Alright.
don't drink at all.
I'll see you all later. If you need anything, just let me know. And he walks off. And then about 5 minutes later, hello? I've been told to bring you a barrel for some wine.
Yes, perfect. Sit there. It's empty, right?
It's empty, yeah.
Okay.
While Rune's
I
pouring it,
empty
I'll
out.
pull a a mug out of my bag,
Thank you.
dump it into the stream there, and yeah, I'm good to go.
Try to join you.
I'm just
Alright.
slightly curious to see what happens, so I'm just going to, while you're pouring, I'm going to collect a vial. Just a small
Vial.
small little glass vial. So
Okay.
I want to tinkle that later.
Okay.
You have a
Okay.
vial of red wine. That interaction's over. Is there anything anyone's wanting to do in the downtime for the first week, or do you have any more sending messages you want to do, Sophie, for this first bit?
I do, but I don't want to hog the limelight.
Okay, let's go back around everyone else, and then we can come back to you. Velio,
Okay.
is there anything you wanted to do during your downtime? Anything you want to practice? Any
I'm just
discussion?
gonna keep practicing my spells, walking around the ship, kind of being nosy if I see a book and see if I find any scrolls or spells that I can copy into my own book.
Roll me a perception check, just a generic perception check, or an investigation, your choice.
Yeah, with an 8, I don't think I find very much.
You don't find anything specific, but you do notice that the only literature is in the captain's quarters. He has a big, vast row of bookshelves in there, and some maps on the tables and things like that. You don't go
I'll be
below
blunt with him.
down into the hold. But you see that there is crates and things down in the hold, but you have no idea what's in them. You're gonna go into the
I want to be
captain's
blunt with
quarters?
him and just ask him if he has any spells. Then, if you wouldn't mind me taking a little
Okay.
peek,
Yeah.
CC, basically.
You want to come into the quarters?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
So what are you saying?
Hi, Captain. I'm a
Captain.
wizard, as I'm sure you can tell. You know, I make it my duty and my purpose to find new spells. Do you have any magical scrolls or books up in here that I could copy from? Not steal, just copy.
No magical spells or books that I'm aware of. They're just our navigation charts, and he gestures over to the table over here. These are just my personal book collection, and you see that they're mainly just all over the shop books. Some are like fantasy, some are fiction, some are just sailing guides and maps that are just tucked on the shelf. You can roll another investigation check. He gestures like, you're more than welcome to have a read of any of these, but yeah, just don't go near the navigation charts or this bookshelf over here, which is just our captain's logs and things.
23.
You search through and start picking through the books, but yeah, he seems to be truthful. You do notice one tome that seems to be old, though. Like, no blurb or label on it.
Can I read this one, Captain? Do you mind if I borrow it for a couple days?
He's more looking at the table at the time you find it. He's like, yeah, sure, you put it off that, yeah. Just bring it back once you're done, yeah?
Will do. Thank you, Captain.
All right.
And I would like to peruse this book.
Are you sitting down in here, or are you going back to your quarters?
Oh no, I go back to my quarters.
Okay. The book is... What languages do you speak?
What languages do I speak? Well, good for me. I speak Common, Deep Speech, and Elvish, but I also comprehend languages as a ritual cast.
You would have to ritually cast comprehend languages.
Uh-huh. Okay, I do that.
It's not magical per se, the book, although the language is very old. And it's an old form of, like, a mixture between Slovakian and Elvish. And you picked up keywords a little bit, and it explains in details how, very loosely and very abstractly, how people believed magic came to be in the hands of mortals pre-calamity. And it's kind of wrote from a first-person perspective, whoever wrote this book, of their theories and what they've learned from traveling over the years. And the overarching theme that they pertain to is that the dragons somehow blessed magic upon the world and realm of mortals and taught mortals how to weave the arcane and speak to the divine. And then it also hints that the dragons were very close to the divine as well in certain aspects. And it all channels through that, and that it sprouted first to the elves, and then the elves then shared that knowledge with other races intermittently. And it's very loose threads. Although there's no hard evidence, that's kind of where he was right in his assumptions and leading to. So it's a very, like, kind of in-depth, not in-depth, but like loose trains and some evidence of different places he'd been to and things like that.
I imagine this book keeps me occupied for the next 2 days or so.
Yeah. Especially having to recast comprehend languages a lot of the time and stuff like that as well. Actually, with that as well, I would say you see in part of it, not a magical spell per se, but elements of... Roll me a knowledge arcana.
Okay. 14.
Okay, it's not bad. There's about 5 pages in the middle of the book that you eventually get to. And it's not crafting a spell, but it's more like tools in the form of language of how spells, like a raw form of spell. Like, you trace it backwards and you're like, wait a second. I can see elements of that in the spells I weave and cast. And you feel like it's a very early form of magic language that might have been used to build upon and make future spells. And you feel that, given enough research time and stuff like that, you could probably start building on them. But you don't know where that would lead
I want to
with
do
that
that.
role.
I want to do that. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do with the book?
I'm just gonna ask the captain if I can keep borrowing it for the like I'll tell him like, oh, it was such a good
For the
read. I
month?
just want to read it again
Okay.
for the month. Yeah,
Roll me persuasion check.
and I'll keep
Or
deciphering it for the
deception check,
month.
depending on how you're playing it out.
I'm being persuasive. I'm not trying to be deceitful at all. A 9.
At first he's like, yeah, but then after a couple of times, like, why are you so fascinated with this book? And he has to like look at it. You give it back to him?
Yeah, let me go grab it from my cabinet, and I do bring it. I'm being honest, like, and I'm genuinely eager and excited about what I've learned, and like I'm like, yeah, you've got this really cool history book here.
He
It's,
just
like,
looks at it and he's
fascinating.
like, I don't even know where this came from. I can't even
It's the history
read
book
this.
of my people, basically. I've been casting comprehend languages to understand it, but it's a history of magic, people. It's a history of magic. It's amazing. It's incredible. And I'm like so enthused and excited and nerdy about this that I'm like not hiding anything. Like I'm being very transparent about it. The only thing I'm hiding is that there's a spell that's possibly in there. That's like the only thing I'm not revealing because I'm being a little careful about the fact that he's not a magic user as far as I can tell.
Yeah, you know he's not a magic user. He's like, sure, just don't burn the ship down or something.
No burning, no candles, nothing's happening, promise. I'm just really excited to be reading this book. It's an amazing history of how magic came to be in this realm. It's amazing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can borrow it while we're traveling. Sure.
Thank you. I'll give it back before we leave.
All right. So I'll message you separately about some sort of potentials that can come out of that book. But have a think about
Sick.
ultimately have some treads that it's some knowledge in this book has helped you understand some sort of key fundamentals of magic that you wasn't taught growing up, where you was taught magic. That might help you craft some of your own magic if you want to branch out into crafting and writing your own spells. That kind of thing.
You know it. That's so exciting.
So, with that being done, Bromir, we get to you. Anything you wanted to do for the first week? Oh, that was loud. You were very loud there. You're good now. I don't know what that was.
I guess maybe this has its own auto
Oh, yeah, maybe.
adjustment. I don't know.
Noise gate didn't work.
I was quiet, so maybe it's trying to pick up my background. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time above deck, just watching the waves as the land drifts away, and I've never really been out at sea beyond how we started our adventure. So, and then I didn't have much of a chance to really appreciate the surroundings or look into it. So, yeah, just spend some time above deck.
Roll me a wisdom check. And while you're looking, you find yourself in kind of like a loose meditation. Like, especially where you're from, the harshness of the wasteland of Uraso. You've never really seen
18 total.
Amazing. You've never really seen the waves as much. Last time you were fleeing a slaver's ship and you didn't really pay much attention, but now the waves have a sort of calmness to them. But you also kind of respect them in a way that you know how volatile and violent they can get. Just like a little bit like yourself. And you find that kind of inner peace and calm, but you know that you can kick up a rage if you need to. And yeah, for the first week or so, you just find inner peace, almost. But that rage, that boiling ambition to fight never goes away either. And it's just kind of like you explore a new part of yourself, almost, that you never knew was there. And then you think back to your time in Uraso as well, and you was like, even in the barren wastelands, there's beauty to be found. And you have a newfound respect for nature, I would say.
Nice.
Perfect. And you got 18, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe come back to that later, we'll see. Akis, anything for the first week that you want to do?
Yeah, Case has been collecting, random samples from different things. He's starting to become
3, 2, 1,
somewhat...
go.
Yeah, no, sorry, the kid's sitting on my lap with my phone watching stuff.
It's It's all those
He's-
voices in your head.
Yeah, it's all the voices. Little demons I keep telling you about, man. They keep coming back. He wants to start tinkering with alchemy and
Okay.
learning how things mix. So he's been collecting like little samples every now and then. So I think just for the first week, I still have some of that old root
Mm-hmm.
in one of the vials. And I'm just going to start mixing it with different liquids. So I have the wine that we collected from the jug.
Yep.
We have the water from the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and collect this water sample just from the open sea. I'm just going to lower a vial down and attach a piece of
Okay.
string or something.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'm just going to start tinkering with that root just to see what happens when it's exposed to different liquids.
Do you have an alchemy kit?
No.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check. Just a
Okay.
flat dexterity check.
Flat dex. I should be good at this, but I'm not. 10.
Oh no.
You get a bit of the root on your finger at one point. You mix... First of all, you mix everything together and a lot of it goes black. Like, after you shake it violently and think you're mixing it together just by hand and stuff. The root kind of taints the water. Apart from the wine, it just kind of goes a muddy wine color. But the water just gets like an essence, and it's like a blacky purple liquid essentially in there. Like the like kind of color of the root comes off into the liquid. Although at one point you get a bit of the root on your like skin, and it starts to like itch almost for the next 4 days.
Okay.
And you see it's caused some sort of like rash. But after 4 days, it seems to clear up. I don't know if during that 4-day you tell anyone about it.
I probably would have mentioned it in passing.
You all can talk about it if you want to.
So I've been tinkering. Do you know that root we found a while ago on the farmers' fields?
The
I've had-
the moss.
Yeah, the purple moss stuff, the root. I've had a sample of that on me for a while, and I was wondering how it would act in different climates.
Yeah.
It's like mainly exposed to liquids.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, nothing happens apart from, I think it was the water from the Underdark, or it may have been the sea. I can't remember. It's one of the two vials. I didn't label them. And then I
Sounds
got,
important.
and that's fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. One of them turned like a little weird purpley color, and I got some of the dust, I guess, on my finger, and it gave me this really weird rash. I don't know if do you want to look at it. Oh no, it looks weird.
Sure. Yeah.
Roll a medicine check.
Just stick my finger out and see it just there.
I guidance myself on the unknown.
Sure. Yeah. Into the unknown.
Ooh, that's good. That's a 23.
23.
Have you
He's
met-
coughing on you now as well. Like,
Yes.
you're like, oh
So,
my god, quarantine, the
that's-
ship is infected.
That's my inner demons coughing. I'm sorry.
No, you actually do have a little panic, Rune, and you're like, oh wow, if this could do this, is he infected? Could he infect us all? Is there something wrong with him? And your guidance is, like some herbal remedies put on it. Do you try any curing magic on it?
Yeah, I'll try doing like a cure wounds on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try doing that to start.
You see that the cure wounds has no effect, and the rash doesn't disappear, which is very alarming. And then you
Yeah.
monitor it over the next 4 days, and it seems to just disappear.
So over the next 4 days, I probably would have swapped up my spells a little bit to try try different things. Can I try detect poison and disease on it? I assume that's going to be a yes, but
You can, yeah.
yeah, so that allows me to sense the presence and location of poisons,
It's
and diseases.
it's not a poison. It is a disease.
Okay.
Does it just tell you it's a disease?
Yeah, it just tells me that it's there.
Yeah.
Have I accidentally created
Created a
something?
plague. Yeah, you created a disease.
Are you gonna get infected? Because I've been like sticking this finger like under your face, so.
No, please don't. I know you want to kill me, but please don't. I'll try a lesser restoration on him. Should cure blind, deaf, and paralyzed and poison.
I feel fine.
Blind, deaf, paralyzed, and poison. It has no effect.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel fine. Do I look
Feel
fine?
okay?
Yeah, you feel fine, you look fine.
You look okay.
I mean, apart from the weird demon coughing in the background.
Yeah. Alright. So, keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't, like, grow in size. If it does, we'll have to, I don't know, chop it off.
And you wrap it up just so nothing else spreads, like it doesn't make contact.
You want to
with
take
any
another part of my body away from me?
Yes.
God.
Should I start calling you Demon Daddy 2.0?
Yeah, I wrap it up and I write "Do not open"
Okay.
on the side of it.
All right. Crass, can you roll me a d12, please?
Yep.
Yeah. Here's where we all die.
High or low?
11.
Sorry, what?
11.
11. Okay, one second. Okay. Going to bed that evening. It's probably about day 4 or 5 in the week. You casted the sending spells you've currently casted. And probably in the distance you hear what seems to be cannon fire. Very far away. Although, as a precautionary measure, the lights are doused on the ship. And a lot of the crew stop their normal day-to-day jobs, but start, like, looking out to ocean. It's quite foggy out. You can probably visibly see about half a mile from the ship. It's still quite decent visibility, but after that it goes into like a mist kind of fog, darkness, as it's kind of like 11, 12 at night at this point. And the captain issues, it's probably nothing to worry about. Get some sleep, lads. Night rotation, you're up. What do you order?
I'm gonna keep watch tonight while we rest. Just like casually, you know, being as perceptive as I can. Trying to see if that cannon fire or if there's any ships that appear on the horizon or anything like that.
Okay.
I've read enough pirate romance novels to know where this goes.
I can help you keep watch on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watch on that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do you reckon that your captain friend would let me climb up in the... Oh god, I hate using this term. The crow's nest? Do you reckon they'd let me sit up there?
Yeah, there's no like guard stopping you climbing up. If you want to ask, you can.
Captain, I'm going up on the crow's nest. I'll just start climbing.
Okay. If everyone on the map could just move yourselves to where you want to be. The captain is just looking off the top deck here.
I do not want to be in the ocean, but I had to drag myself there to go.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here.
Pariah's just going to kind of sit up here.
And sorry, this is at sundown?
No, it's about 11, 12 in the evening. It's late. It's
I'm
late.
going to bed.
Yeah, you're tired. Pariah looks at you both and is like, Ophelia, Akish, you got this, right? I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah, totally. Go sleep.
Rune, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help watch the horizon out of one of the gun ports.
Okay.
Probably for a couple hours, and then before I go to bed, just to ease the nerves.
Can I get a perception check at disadvantage for you, Rune, because you're looking specifically out of a cannon port, and perception checks from both Velia and Akis, please, just normal.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm
Lower than that.
fighting a baby at the moment. Perception, yeah.
Actually, you can have advantage, Akis, because you're up in the crow's.
Thank you. Yeah, don't do something to the baby.
What
I've got to
baby?
go back and check what the other.
I got a 22 for my perception.
22.
14.
All right.
Well,
Are you
you
staying
fucking go.
watch all night, or are you going to pack it in at some point? Rune, you said you were going to go to sleep at some point, so at this point, I would say you've gone to sleep.
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While he was
I'll
watching,
scout
I was
that
taking my meditation, so when he goes, I come back out.
Okay.
I'll just sit up in the crow's nest all night.
So about 4 a.m., you notice there's something floating towards the ship.
Okay.
No one else has
Is
noticed
that
it yet.
me?
Both of you.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
got quite high.
Both of us.
So what, Akis, what did you get
Alright.
again? Sorry. Just double check.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, you don't notice this, but Velia, you do. It's quite close to you at the side. I would probably say 100 feet, and you see it drifting towards you.
I want to see if I have anything that would detect if there's like any living thing on there, but I don't think I do. I just have detect magic and locate object, which I don't think either of those are going to help right now. You know what? I will ritual cast detect magic on this item. Actually, I'm curious.
It would float back past before you'll have a chance to ritual
Oh.
cast it.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna use the spell slot and cast detect magic on it.
You don't see anything magical. You don't feel anything magical. Is it a 60 feet range or 30?
Detect magic is 30.
30. So you wait for a little while, like a minute or so, until it gets into range. It's about 30 feet away, and you see now there's
Can I
two.
see what it is at this point?
Yeah, you see it's like a plank of wood, Titanic situation, but there's two bodies on it.
I sound the alarm that there might be survivors. Like I
Okay.
say, hey, he's in the water.
Someone rushes over and is like, man overboard, and like rings a bell. And a lot of people rush to the top deck, and you see like they bring out like a stick almost. And someone rolls a ladder down and starts climbing part way down the ladder. And now you see like there's an unconscious medium-sized humanoid figure with like rags over, but it's still a bit. You're like looking over the ship suit, and there's a smaller humanoid figure as well. But they're standing up and they're like, help, help. And eventually, after a minute or so, you see another bird-like creature that's pulled above the ship, but is currently unconscious. And a young, blonde, humanoid girl, probably about 12 years old. And she's like gasping for breath. She's like, thank you. Akis? Velia, what are you doing?
You said there was a bird-like person that when it was called up.
Yep, no wings, just like you, but make
Well, that's
a
immediately going to
make a perception check.
What kind of check?
Just
15.
a keys, because he's still up in the crow's nest. Are you starting to climb down?
Yeah, I'm climbing down.
I would say just because who you are and what you know, they're not fully covered up because they're unconscious, not hiding themselves, or they're wearing rags, but you probably know that it's a kenku. Or you think it's a kenku?
Okay. So this is the thing that I was originally imitating.
So after a few moments, Akis climbs down and is stood at your side, Velia, and the crew are just dealing with the situation. But you're about. Let's position yourselves. So I would say you're about here. We'll put two crew and the captain over here.
So I think immediately out of curiosity, I'd be like touching their back, obviously just checking to see if they had wings. and then realizing that they're a Kenku.
Yeah, you can do that. Let me just throw up some NPCs. One moment. Uno momento. I'll just use this model for the Kenku.
Just reuse my model and just paint it a colour.
I don't think we can paint it a colour. I could definitely do this one. There we go. We know he's the Kenku. This is the really freakishly tall human child. So yeah, you figure out he's a Kenku. He's unconscious at the moment, and the little girl's struggling to catch a breath to explain anything. She's just cold, shivering, and just stood near the body. Almost.
I don't like this. This reminds me a lot of the entrance to Pirates of the Caribbean in the first movie. So Velia is going to go back and keep an eye out again on the sideboard. She's like, cool, rescued the people. I don't think that's the end of this.
I will
she's
turn her.
Wooden strap.
Look, man.
Yeah, roll me another perception check.
Yeah, we'll do. I gotta move closer.
You see little
Oh,
crustacean people crawling on the ship in a
Oh,
second.
fuck.
You get stuck in
I
the
would like
mast.
to get my token to help me.
There we go.
Okay, I'm trying so hard, but alas. Okay, anyways.
You
it's
just pushed
fine.
a sailor overboard.
No, I didn't. It was an accident. It was an
That's
accident. Alright, I'm gonna roll another perception check.
It'll never
Perception
see
check,
light yet.
17.
17. You don't see anything else. Actually, you do spot another barrel drifting past, but just looks to be a fucking barrel. Nothing else.
Yeah, that tells me that we're getting close to the wreckage, though. Can I use an insight check to see, like, how much I would understand about what that means?
Sure. I'll allow that.
Having Velia having read a bunch of these pirate romance novels, you know, with a 18 insight check.
As it was about 6 or so hours since you heard the cannon fire, you imagine that this debris has had a good chance to float. You might not come across the shipwreck. It could be miles and miles away at this point.
What could I come across the pirates?
You have no idea. Maybe. It's highly possible.
Alright,
but
I'm
you
just
don't
gonna
know.
keep an eye out. I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna go look on the other side now and see if there's anything else.
Okay. At this point, suddenly the other bird person, the Kenku, shakes wake and its feathers just dust down automatically, like instinctually, like the water off itself. And it says in like a gravelly man voice, and just shouts in a panic, "Get off my boat, you monster!" And then also, like, in the background of its voice of saying that, you hear explosions and booms and shouting from distant people, all coming out of this one vocal mouthpiece almost. Like, it's imitated a snapshot in time and repeating all those different focal frequencies in perfect synchronization from different voices almost instantly. So much so that the cannon port below your deck is open and it wakes Karaya, Rune, and Bromir. You all hear this kind of, "Get off my boat, you monster!" And these explosions going off, but they're not like
Oh,
really
shit, we're under
loud
attack.
explosions. They're
Let's
like
get upstairs.
they're like almost like a firecracker to you, that sound, because it's muffled beneath the wood and things like that. So you would feel like it's a much more localized explosion almost, but yeah, like he shouts it and it's loud and vocal.
Ah, shit. Here we go.
Every weapon. I tossed you
Put
your
on the
axe.
hide armor. Yeah, thanks.
Man the stations!
You kick the door open and you're looking around and you rush upstairs and you don't see any explosions or gunfire. You just see the situation that I've just
I'm
described.
just gonna reach out, just grab hold of the Kenkus. You're safe here.
It looks at
What's
you
going
with
on? I heard explosions.
some
invade the
familiarity almost, and he's just still like panicked and shivering and yeah, looks around like he's looking for something.
You saw a monster. Was it one? Was it many?
he just says monster, and then you hear it. The monster bit specifically is again that same snapshot, but instead of the full sentence, it's just monster, and you hear in the background like, "Run, jump overboard!" Like in the background of it, just saying monster. Just that snippet again, that snapshot in time that it's kind of recorded almost. And he looks panicked.
Okay, so I'm cursed like you. Not the same.
The little girl like looks over to him and then looks scared and hides behind like Captain Ricos' leg, like, he's scary. And he's like, don't worry, he's just, whatever he is, he looks a little shaken up. It'll be fine. Can we get, and he shouts down, can we get Oaken up here? Just to look him over or something? He's better with this kind of stuff than we are. You get the feeling he's like, Orkin maybe the medic on board of the ship. Loose term medic.
I'll go run downstairs and see if I can find. Just start yelling his name, see where he's at from.
Yeah, and he's one of these guys. He just, oh, what? What's going on?
Captain's asking for you upstairs on the deck.
All right. He rushes up. What's happened? He starts checking over the little girl. Hey, are you injured? Are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. I'm just cold. Is there a fire? And he's like, yeah. Come with me. We'll put you in the kitchen next to the stove. You warm up. He looks over to you guys. You're going to check the other one out. You seem to. I mean, you have a bird. I don't want to assume anything, but there's a bird and a bird.
That's a kinku. I'm an Aarakocra.
Okay.
Different.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go help. Yeah, I'm gonna go help the child. And just awkwardly pushes the child downstairs.
Can we get some food? Preferably not bird. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll get Moroglar to bring some up. And at this point, you see like, food. Yeah, I can do that. And you see this half-orc cook that you've seen a little bit around now. Bring up a bowl of stew. And offer it up to you all and go back down.
I'm going to check over the Kenku for just open wounds. See if he's been injured by blades or anything of that nature.
Yeah, roll me a medicine check. After all this has been going on as well, Velia, you've not really noticed anything else. There's no cannon fire, there's no black sails floating off into the distance or anything like that, but your eyes are peeled, watching out for the horizon. Bromir, what are you doing? Your token's still in bed, so I don't know if you fully got up or did you go back to bed?
Okay.
Well, I'm
up top now. Yeah, I mean, I'm dressed now.
Let's move you up the top then.
Yeah. So, to clarify, we're not under attack. What was the noise? The explosions?
Yeah, explosions. And...
That was our new friend. So you know, when I was doing a really poor job at impersonating people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's the real deal, and that's a kinku. That's what I was trying to be. That's what I was trying to be.
Interesting.
They have this. Long story short, they were cursed. They can't talk. They have to mimic. That's how they communicate. So it won't talk to you. It'll. You know, I tried doing it. It does like broken stuff.
Then it says talk back, but in Akisa's voice. Perfect. Synchronization. Talk?
See that? Yeah, you see? They do that.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna get really annoying very quick. I'm gonna warn you right now.
And then you hear
Good,
it again.
yeah.
It's again with the explosions, but less vocalized, less shouting at this point. Like, get off my boat, you monster! And then all the explosions in the background of that sentence come out as well. And he's like, And he's just like shaking, and you don't feel like he's shaking because he's cold anymore. He's just shaking because he's scared.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions in the area.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 20-foot
Yeah.
radius sphere, I believe.
Yeah.
Just to kind of calm everyone down and kind of listen to reason, and so we can figure out exactly what's going on.
And it does. It calms him down.
Yeah. I'll try to reassure him as I'm checking him over. And
Yeah, roll me. Did you roll for that medicine check? Did you roll it?
rolled a 18.
No. There is like a little bit of wear and tear. Gunpowder residue, maybe. You're not too sure. Some like singed feathers. He's not super injured. You do find on the back of the head that he was hit by something, and there's a bit of blood, and that obviously caused him to be knocked unconscious. But there's no life-threatening injuries. He's just been knocked unconscious and then managed to get onto a board with a girl, you imagine, and just float here, luckily.
Was there others like you on this ship?
He shakes his head, but then says like, friends, in like a high-pitched elf excited, like, friends. And then he looks sad.
Like Christmas elf?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. But then like, he just looks sad. Monster. With the explosions in the background.
Kind of monster.
Are you able to draw it? Can you like draw at all? No.
Shakes his head.
Are you cold? Are you hungry? Do you need anything? Do you want no?
He's taken the stew that was brought up and he's just kind of like sipping at it through his beak. Like almost like awkwardly drinking the stew.
Elliot, do you have the ability to like what am I trying to say here? If our new friend thinks of what he saw, are you able to perceive what he saw in some way?
Ooh,
is there a spell for that, or
You can do that with magic?
see through his mind's eye? If
What,
you know
what am I
mean?
thinking of right now?
I can't do that right now with you, unfortunately. But I am trying to see if I have something that would work for that. Let me see. I don't have that. That would be sending, I think. And I think that would actually be Rune, my friend, who has that.
Sending is just to send
but-
messages.
Yeah.
So it doesn't let you two-way communicate. Damn it. I just have message, and message also doesn't let
Yeah.
you. Wait, it lets him reply in a whisper only I can hear.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still in his voice. It's not his mind. It's like his vocalized voice. So
No,
You would
unfortunately,
need-
I'm not the race that lets.
you'd
that
need
lets you
detect
do
thoughts or
that.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have that.
I don't have that today. If I could, I don't know if I even have that in my ability.
Where's the captive? You guys seen the
The
captain?
captain's here. He stood by you all, just listening to what's going
He's
on.
behind me. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here.
You got to stop sneaking up on me like that.
It's late.
Roll for perception.
We'll put you here.
God.
You're all like kind of around this.
So, yeah. Now that I knew you were there, I assume you've been at sea for some time. Is there a monster you can think of that might be out in these waters?
It can be anything.
They would board ships.
There's
destroy
explosions in
ship.
his voice, right? So
Yeah, it could have been them firing at the monster.
yeah, it could have been them firing at the monster. It could have been them getting fired upon. Like if you receive cannon fire and it hits one of your gunpowder barrels, you're done. That ship's done. You know, like could have been that. It could have been a lot of different things. Fire's the worst thing. Explosions is the worst thing on the sea. But usually explosions are less monster orientated, I would say. More human based. My experience at least.
I look at our new friend.
Does he need to sleep
Was-
it off? Like
Was there another ship?
he nods. No. No, he doesn't nod. He's like, we, he can't really articulate. It's kind of like, ship, in a different voice then. Points to himself and then goes, crew, and points to himself in a different voice. Like he's trying to communicate that he was part of a crew of another ship, but there was no attacking ship. You get the gist stuff.
So, Captain didn't really answer my question. Is there what sort of things? I mean, if we're out in the wastelands back home, there's all sorts of things I could tell you would easily kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I know nothing about out here at sea.
Anything can kill you out here.
Cool.
A storm, a monster, a pirate ship, someone lighting a fire or a lantern falling over and exploding a barrel of gunpowder, accidents, sabotage. You know, you name it. A lot can happen out here.
Good. All right.
We're on a piece of wood floating through an ocean, you know. What's
Is that
wood's
gonna help
most
you
natural
sleep?
enemy? Fire. Anything
Yeah,
fire or
probably.
explosion's bad.
Is that going to help you sleep now, or?
Well, funny enough, feel a little more relaxed and at home now. So maybe that's a good
If
thing.
there's any consolation, I've been sailing for like 25 plus years. I've been the captain for a good 10 of those. I've not had any explosions yet. I've been shot at. We've had fires, but we've always come through. I won't worry about it. I think he needs some sleep, though. Do you want to try and
Yeah.
find him a bed? There's a spare room across from yours that Amelia and that set up. They should have some spare beds. You can go throw him in one of those. Maybe talk to him in the morning, see if you can get anything else out of him. That'd be my recommendation. I'll leave it to you lot. You seem to know what you're doing, though. Just let me know if you find out anything interesting. And he walks off back to the helm.
Well,
Like, right, back to work, everyone.
Keith, Bailey, I mean, if you guys are still staying up to keep watch, then you could always take one of your beds, dude.
I mean, I'm sleeping on the floor, so he's more than happy to have my bed if he really wants to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you guiding him?
Just take him down to our room. Maybe he can borrow one of our beds.
Okay.
Sure, I'll wave him to follow my way.
Just keep an eye on him.
On the way back to your room, you go past the gallows. Not gallows. What's it called?
Wow, we
Brutal.
just entered
Yeah.
your campaign.
What's the galley? That's the one. The galley. I didn't
Yeah.
begin with a G.
Chow hall.
So I'd say Bromir. Are you guiding him back, or are you going down as well, Akis? You staying up for watch? I think really you're
No, I'm
staying up
just
to
gonna-
watch, right?
I'm planning on to watch.
Okay, so just Bromir, you walk past and you hear them talking to the little girl. And the little girl looks as the third person's going past, and it was like, I don't know who it was, but there was a fire on the ship. And then there was explosions and people shouting, and some people were saying monster, but I didn't see anything. And then I was blown from the ship. That's all I remember until I'm on this bit of wood and there's this bird creature next to me. I think he was traveling with us too. I was with my family. And that's all you hear as you're kind of walking past and going to him. I assume you go back to your room.
Yep, I'm going back to bed.
Karai's like, wait, who's this? So Keith's changed himself again?
The survivor,
think-
refugee.
I didn't
Good thing.
catch a name. Do you have a name?
points to himself. Boomer.
Duma?
Boomer.
I mean, damn, Apollo, I know you're old, but Jesus.
Boomer, man.
Somebody clip that. That's good. Yeah. Boomer. All right.
You hear outside Amelia's
Boomer.
like, oh, come on, you can sleep in our room, and takes the little girl under her kind of wing and puts her asleep in the room just to calm her down.
And sorry, Velia and Akis stayed up top, right?
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
I get
okay.
perception checks from both of you again, please? Is anyone else wanting to do anything else for the rest of the evening, apart from Velia and Akis? Who are on watch?
I'm gonna introduce us. So, Bromir, Karaya, Rude.
Boomer. And he just like looks a bit worried and like just kind of curls up in the corner, like sat up on the bed almost, and like puts his head against the wooden wall of the ship.
What about you, Miss?
What's that? Oh no, the
girl.
girl's in the opposite bedroom with Amelia. You can go over there if you want to. It's up to you.
I rolled a 21, DM.
21. Akis?
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you don't see shit. You're just thinking, what are the odds that there's
The night is dark and full of terrors.
No, the mist starts to clear eventually, Velia, and you feel like there's no pirates on your tail or anything like that. You feel pretty safe. The sunlight starts to come over the ridge, as this was like early morning, and the sun starts to burn away the sea mist and eventually open up your visibility, and you feel pretty safe at the moment.
Nice.
Okay.
It's easy to underestimate how dark it is out at sea.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also just say how ominous it is that the bird person, or the Kinku, was making a lot of explosion sounds, and their name is Boomer? I just point that out to everyone.
Yep. I'm pointed.
Bromir, are you doing anything before you go to sleep, or you just go to sleep? All right. Morning
Leave it off.
finds you all in different states and situations. Suddenly there's a bell rung that kind of like alerts you all awake, and everyone's gathered around, and there's a commotion in the cannon deck.
Not again.
You come over here.
Not again.
The princess comes out with her guards as well. She's just looking over here. And you see Orkin bent down, kneeling over someone. And it's like, he's dead.
What?
What?
How could this happen?
And you see now, like, as you focus in, like, there's a pool of blood under him. These are stab wounds. Someone stabbed him. Boomer just follows you out and starts looking over your shoulders. The situation. The cook's out. It's like, someone do this on the ship? Rikos is looking around. Search the ship. He orders the crew. Like, they start, like, looking all over the ship. Someone comes up from the hold. Crew member that you've seen before, but then a few crew rush down to the hold and start looking through things. Everyone to your rooms if you can, while we search a ship. If you see anyone you don't recognize, immediately let us know. The Kenku goes back to your room with you.
This
I
is
don't
going
like
to be
this.
one of those really creepy things where it's the little girl that's secretly a monster and she's stabbing people in their sleep, isn't it?
I mean,
Yep.
Just a little girl.
I'm gonna cast Tiny Hut in our room and bring
Okay.
everybody inside of it.
Do you allow Boomer entry into it, or is he just squashed up against the edge of the room? You're like-
I'm gonna allow him into it, but I am, however, going to keep a very close eye on him.
Okay. It's fine. You put up your tiny hut as a ritual cast. This is currently about 9 in the morning. And you can hear like talks like, what's going on? And people rustling around beneath your feet in the hold and stuff like that. Just like thoroughly searching through the entire ship. About 30 or so minutes pass and Captain Rikos like tries to open the door and the tiny hut's like, hello? Hello?
Hey, we're
Why is
in
the door
here.
locked?
It's not locked. I just have a protection up, you know?
Can you unlock the door?
Fine, and I let down the tiny hut.
Okay, door slams it open. It's like, okay. Did any of you see anything suspicious last night after or during the commotion?
I came out
Unfortunately,
as soon as I heard you guys sound the alarm, so
No?
And this Kenku, you called him? He was with you all night?
I was asleep.
Same.
I was on the deck, I can't say.
Was, yeah.
I was up in your fancy nest. It's not much of a nest.
But you didn't hear him wake up, get out?
I didn't see anyone.
Hey, Boober, you hear anything last night?
Shakes his head.
Did you hear this commotion?
Alright. Keep an eye on him for now. Shuts the door. What seems like ages pass. You don't know any information, nothing passes. And he's like, about 2 hours later, this door knock like, we've done a full search, we can't find anyone. At least anyone new. You can come out. Just let us know if you find anything. At this point,
the
the
body still over there?
the body's been moved, but there's the pile of blood that another deckhand is like scrubbing up almost.
Is there any footprints in the blood?
Roll me an investigation check. A
I'm
disadvantage
asking them.
Oh, asking them. There's no footprints. It looked just a pool of blood under his neck. Someone stabbed
Where
him
was
as he
he stabbed?
slept. In the neck.
I'll still roll an investigation.
Yeah, yeah. Just search the
Princess,
area.
Okay.
Do you go check on her?
Can I, DM,
Mhm.
can I do a little thing?
What
Can
little
I
thing?
locate all of the daggers of a like any because apparently with locate object, I can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, weapon, tool, furniture, or tool or weapon.
Yeah, it has to be something you're familiar with. You're just looking for generic daggers.
Yeah, I'm just looking for generic daggers.
I don't know if you can focus on more than one object. Does it just say it finds the
But I can
nearest
roll-
of that object?
It says it finds the nearest one, yeah, so never mind, that doesn't work either.
Yeah. I would say no, it's a bit of a stretch. Unfortunately.
I got
Yeah.
13.
13. No. Whoever, whatever did this, did it, and there was no evidence that you can see at least. No footprints, no scuffle. Just looks
Can
like
I cast
someone...
detect magic in the area to see if there's any lingering magic?
You can test detect magic, yeah.
Alright, I'm
There's-
gonna do that.
There's no magic. Other than what's on your bodies as magical items and stuff.
Shit.
Where's the body?
We've moved him into the brig at the moment until we figure out what's going on. We just didn't want him on the cabin deck.
Yeah. I think if I go take a look.
Are you a... Do you know medicine? Or why do you want to
I
look?
don't think anyone's gonna heal him, Captain. No offense.
Oh, I
I
thought you were
just-
talking to Oaken, the quartermaster, who was cleaning up the blood and stuff like that, the medic-y type guy.
No, whoever. Oh, sorry. Was it the captain that came back to our door, or was it somebody else?
That was, yeah, you can say the captain came, you having this conversation with the captain for sure. Yeah, but why do you want to look at him? Just
In case you guys missed something. I don't know how thorough you are.
sure, yeah, I'll come with you. Don't touch anything in the hold though, okay?
Yeah, that's fair.
He takes you down to the hold and like unlocks the brig door. If anyone else wants to go, you can, although he will probably frown if more than 2 of you go.
I'll stay behind.
Yeah.
I have a really high
lets you in
perception.
there.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move you down too. But yeah, you see he's put the body in the room down here. Down here, the hold looks very well stocked, but there's a lot of empty crates where you think there's probably a surplus of food or whatever they were carrying. Would be, you get the feeling that, just looking through Velia with your high perception, that they didn't have time to restock because of your quick departure, almost. But there is some stuff down here that's worth guarding or whatever, so there's a chair at the bottom and there's a little halfling on there that waves at the captain as he comes down. Then you see like a small brig cell at the end almost, where they've put the body in because there's no one else obviously thrown in the brig currently. He opens the door. He's like, "Yeah, if you can find anything that we might have missed, let me
Now, when
know."
you found him, he wasn't holding anything, right? He was just.
It
Just
looked
the
like he
body?
was sleeping. Yeah, we didn't find him straight away until someone noticed the blood. The ship's clear. There's no one on the ship. I was wondering if someone had climbed aboard during the night. Another survivor or something. He was yelling monster, right? Maybe a monster, but creature, but not found anything.
Well, unless it was one of the 2 that washed up we brought on board.
Yep. Rune, I've got a question.
Okay, you're talking to Rune when this happens. Yeah.
When your god deity gives you whatever it is that gives you whatever it is that you can do,
Yeah.
do you have anything that makes it so that you can tell if someone's telling the truth?
I do. Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's worth just putting people together, and I know you just use it on people.
I can. Yeah. I mean, if we gather everyone together and we get captain's consent for it, which I assume that that'd be no problem. Yeah, I can cast something that would be able to question everyone.
I mean, how does it work? Like,
So we just gather everyone in an area, and the spell that I cast it affects an area. I mean, almost as wide as the ship. So I mean, we just have to gather everyone in one spot, and then they would have to. Depends if their force of presence is stronger than mine. If it isn't, then they won't be able to tell a lie. Although they could avoid the truth, depending on how crafty they could be.
okay, just if you do that, just promise me you won't abuse it on like our group.
Sure. I mean, I'm not that mischievous. It's not like I'm pulling feathers out of you while you're asleep.
I'm just gonna give him like a really deep stare, and I'm gonna insight check him.
Okay. Roll an insight. Roll deception or a persuasion if you want to.
Okay.
It's more of a deception because I don't think you've pulled any feathers out of him.
No.
I rolled a 9, so
17.
Yeah, I have
He's
no
hard to
idea.
read, yeah. You don't know. While this is happening, Velia and Bromir, what are you doing with the body?
I'm gonna
Investigating
investigate,
it.
see if I can find a
You could-
dagger on his person.
You can both roll me investigation checks. Yeah.
12.
12.
Nice.
consistent.
Yeah, I mean, he's not resisting it. You do find a dagger, a coin purse with like a loose amount of coins in. Nothing like 100 gold or anything like that. Just like 1 gold and a couple of silvers. Just his rag clothes, his leathers that he's been wearing. Piece of bread that he's like stuffed in his pocket. Saved for later. And probably a couple of dice that he uses to toss around. Other than that, nothing that sticks out.
Is there any blood on the dagger?
No blood on the dagger. It looks clean. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, Bromir.
Oh, fuck my life.
What did you get?
The bane of every barbarian, a wisdom save.
Wisdom and charisma.
So that's a nat 1.
Oh
Okay.
no.
You hear a voice enter your head, and it's like, it's coming from the body, almost, you feel. And it's like, huh. It could be everyone or no one around you. You don't know who it is. Everyone's an enemy. And suddenly you think and you see everyone that's around you as monsters on the ship.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They're like,
I'm gonna die.
They're like
I'm gonna
creatures.
die.
Suddenly Velia turns to you and she's just got wings and a jet black face and like clawed teeth and she hisses at you.
Yeah, I immediately freak out and back up against the wall and pull out my axe.
Okay, yeah, you pull out your axe.
Bromir, what are you doing? What's going on, Bromir?
You just hear like out of her voice, I'm gonna kill you. Get here.
Uh,
Oh no.
cool. So, Velia, stay back, and I'll try shouting up to Akis and Rune.
You hear Bromir shouting, he's like not being out, but like the Captain Rikos peeks his head through the door and he's not even the captain anymore. He's just like this undead, shambling mess that pulls out his sword.
Can I
It was
roll an
you.
insight to see if I can tell how scared Bromir is right now?
Yeah, you can
Like,
roll it inside.
Are the whites of his eyes showing? Like, what's going
You
on?
gonna fuck with him?
I got a 20. Not dirty.
Yeah, he's definitely
Dirty
off.
20.
You don't know if he's scared or what, but yeah.
All right. What I'm gonna do?
You fear Bromir, you fear that the urge to attack. You don't know. These are just creatures. Like, they're coming at you, essentially. It's fight or flight.
So, I did cast Detect Magic earlier as a ritual. Would it still be up if it was 10 minutes ago? It's a 10-minute spell, so have we been down here longer than 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'd say it was probably still up, but there's no magic. There's no magical item.
There's no magic I see.
It's
so
more
I
like
don't
a
see
physical
anything
item. No.
Okay, interesting.
Bromir, make an attack against Velia. I'll let you play out if you want to rage or anything. Velia, you see Rikos just pull his sword out and is like, was it him? And like rushes in.
Wait, so they're both coming at me now?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say stop. Like something's weird. Something's off. Bromir would never
Three.
act this way towards me.
You dodge out of the way. Rikos is going to try and attack you. Magna?
Yeah.
You rolled a natural 2. So he misses.
Sweet. I block it.
Okay, yeah, you block it and parry it with the axe. I'm going to need initiative from you, Magna, and Velia, and round for Rikos as well.
Oh, 11.
I'm not going to put the combat music on just yet. What was it?
I got
Okay.
a 12.
Sorry. Bromir, what'd you get?
7.
7. Velia, 12.
Mhm.
And Rikos got a 2 again. So a 4 total. What are you doing, Velia? It's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at him, and I know he sees me as a monster right now, or like I don't know that, but I know he's not seeing me as his friend anymore. I should say. So what I'm gonna do is hang on. I'm gonna try hypnotic gaze. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna try to hypnotize him and charm him so that his speed drops to 0 and he's visibly incapacitated and dazed.
Okay, yeah. What do you need to do?
So he just has
Play
to
out.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Roll a
That's
wisdom
all he
saving
has to do.
throw.
It's a feature of mine.
This
Not
will
even
be
a
my
spell.
nat 20 where I get
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
2.
You fail.
Yeah, okay, you are charmed, my friend. You cannot move, your speed is 0, and you're incapacitated, invisibly dazed. I just have to use my action to maintain it on subsequent turns.
Okay,
Okay. Does he
my
get to
arms drop
resist
to
it
my side,
once every turn?
I'll link it to you, but it doesn't say so.
I'll search it. No.
If I move more than 5 feet
Hey,
away
Cry.
from him, it ends. And if he takes damage, it ends. Here, I'll link you, TM,
I've got it up. One sec.
in Discord.
Hey, Cry. Can I get you to
Mute
mute the
this,
mic in
okay.
between?
Yeah, you mute the mic.
It's all right.
Until the end of your next turn. So
Yep.
it's only till the end of your next turn. On substance guns, you can use your action to maintain the effect, but you still get a resistance every turn. If that makes sense.
Bingo. Yep.
So
Am I frozen or like?
yeah, you're just she's just cast this spell on you and made you freeze, but you still she's an enemy and you feel your body lock up and you're like, oh my god, she's gonna eat me, she's gonna eat me, she's gonna eat you. And now you hear your inner voice in your head like, fight, push through it, attack, defend yourself, they're gonna eat you, they're gonna kill you. It's like you're telling yourself like they're coming at you. Rikos is like, have you stopped him? Turns to you, Velia. You don't hear this though,
Yeah,
Magna. You're just in
he's
your
frozen
zone.
right now. I can't move. I need you to go get the rest of my group. If I move, he moves.
Oh, hell no, I can just kill him right now. If he's the one that did
Don't
this.
you dare kill him. And I look at him and I let little sparks fly on the end of my fingers and I say, something is off. Go get my group. We will solve this. This is not him.
This is my ship. I'll get my crew. He runs out.
Are your crew magic casters? I like yell after him like, can they help with magic? I don't think so.
Rikos returns and he says, Akis, have you or Rune, have you guys come out into the lobby yet after hearing Bromir's cry?
Yeah, we were heading towards the captain to bring up the lie detector.
Okay, so these two crew members come out and we see Rikos come out and he's like, one of you, points to one of you two, come down with me. And then these two just stand guard at the top of the hold. Which one's going? Rune or Akis?
I'll head down.
Okay, Rune. Akis, you're left upstairs and the guards are blocking you here. He's like, don't let anyone else down to them, and they block the passage down to the hold. Akis, if you want to, you can try and fight past them. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight past them.
Or like, hey, friend, wait here. You've just pushed past them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past them. I don't care.
While
Fucking
they're
push them
gone,
out
I
the way
want
if
to
I
try
have to.
something, Apollos.
Okay. Sure, yeah.
While
This
they're
is like
gone,
their turn. So I'll say, yeah, this is your turn. Bromir,
Alright, I'm gonna...
you need to use your action to cast it on Bromir again if you're trying to keep him thingy. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. Let me just look at what I have here. I have this thing called Identify. And it basically learns what spells, if any, are currently affecting a creature if I touch it. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that's worth
He-
doing. Just my
Just the
curiosity right
normal
now.
identify spell, yeah?
Yeah, just the normal Identify. It says if you touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Yeah. Yeah. But
That's
that'll
a
be your
touch.
action to cast, and drop Bromir will be 3.
That would be my action, and then he would be free. So I need to think about my bonus action and what I can do there. And I don't think I have one.
No.
So I'm looking.
You can't
fuck.
cast 2 spells in one turn.
You're correct. So I will, yeah, I'm gonna just try to save my friend because that's more important to me than living right now.
So you're gonna cast.
So I'm gonna cast Identify.
You're gonna cast Identify. Okay, you learned that he's under a charm effect. Bromir, the spell drops. Rikos is left, and Velia, what was Velia, is on her own, but now she's this horrible, twisted being that just came at you and casted another spell that you don't realize on you.
Yeah. The door to the cell, does it open in or out?
Inwards, but it's currently open.
Yeah.
I would say it'll be you'd have to push past her because it's such a narrow cell as well, and she's like in your face, she's blocking your space up.
Yeah. I'm gonna do and I would have held on to my axe at this point, right?
Yeah, you fully hold onto your
Because I
axe,
froze up.
and
Yeah, okay.
you're being like, essentially you're having a spell tell you to attack and defend yourself. So you can move around as you would see fit, but under the pretenses that you see everyone as creatures
it's
and monsters.
enemies everywhere,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to, based on where I'm standing, I sort of hop up onto the bed that's beside me and do a two-handed strike towards the monster in front of me.
Okay, yeah. Go roll an attack.
5.
Oh,
Oh, thank God I dodged it. Thank God.
would you have
The
done
one
it?
time you
I
wanted
will
to
say this:
fail.
would you have done it recklessly, being yourself? Because you do have reckless attacks, which gives you advantage.
What do I have?
And would you have raged to defend yourself?
I don't think yet. Usually
You
I'll
wait a
probably
little
rage
bit,
after this because
usually.
I'm pissed because
Yeah.
everything's missed at this point. But yeah,
Okay.
no, I think that's what I would have done. I
Okay,
mean, at this point,
that's
I'm
fine.
also nervous. I would say.
Are you going to try and run past her, or just hold your ground?
Yeah, I mean, there's there's just a bunch of monsters out there. So I think I'm just trying to get. Yeah, what am I trying to do? I don't know. I'm just kill this thing in front of me or get it out of my way.
So you try to hold your ground, yeah? Okay. In this turn, Rune, you come back and you see Bromir just swiping at Velia through the bars of the window here. The halfling's like, oh my god, draws his short sword, and Captain Rickos has got his sword out. He's like, he broke free from your magic, get in there. And like, he brushes in there and tries to...
Whoa, stop. And
He's going to take his
recast
turn
calm
because it's his turn. Can I get you to roll initiative, and you'll be next in the turn order. Rickos is going to strike you, Bromir. A 21. Does that hit?
Ah,
Tis but a flesh wound.
He rolled really low on his damage there. You take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As he's like, he's striking with intent to hit you and wound you, but he's not striking for the kill. You guys notice he's still not striking for the kill, but he's trying to like deal with the threat, you know? He's not fully convinced. I'll just put him in there because he's in there too. Gonna be a clusterfuck in here, but yeah, there we go. Rune, what did you get for your initiative?
13.
Okay, so you act. Akis, if you're trying to push down, I will say you need to roll initiative as well.
Yeah, sorry, give me. I was just sorting audio.
Yeah, no worries, we can come back to you.
So you think I can push past if I want to?
You can, but they will see it as an act of aggression. It's your choice, though.
I'm gonna fucking push past. I don't care.
Okay, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. God, 1 second. Here we go. 12.
12, okay. So, Rune, you go first, then it will come to you, Akis. Who's got higher dex out of Velia and Akis?
my dex is +1, 12.
+5.
So, yeah, you'll go first. So, it would be Rune, Akis, then Velia.
Okay, perfect.
So, Rune, what are you doing?
I
think
am.
I'll put some battle music on now since it's getting a little bit tense. Getting a little bit tense in here.
Yeah, I'm running downstairs and I'm just screaming to stop. When I see Bromir. Does Bromir act like he's acting like himself since I just walked in?
He's acting like Bromir in a battle.
Okay.
You've seen it countless times at this point. He's in battle mode. He's not full-blown raging, but he's like battle mode.
Okay. Does it look like he's afraid of something?
I don't know
I'm
if
just trying
Bromir
to
would
decide
be.
how to use this spell.
I think confused and a little bit afraid, but not too afraid. Just more like confused and battle ready.
Okay.
It's split seconds. You've got like it's like 5 seconds. You just saw him slash at Velia, and then Rickos has dived in, stabbed him in the shoulder.
No, I'm just gonna cast Calm Emotions. So 15 foot radius, so everyone in the area needs to make a charisma save.
Okay. Charisma save of what?
15.
Rikos succeeds and the halfling fails.
So
I fail.
Billy, Romir.
I got 9.
Okay. You do feel Rune coming down, and Rune casts a spell, but Rune's like a monster too. And it's like he's trying to calm you down. You don't know if he's using it in a hostile way to like make you not attack so they can attack you. You've seen him use this spell before, but
Question.
yeah, go.
Is it... Can I tell it's Rune? Like, does it look like Rune's armor?
Yeah, it has elements of him, but he's like monsterized.
Yeah.
I'll let you think of what you see, because it's like your consciousness almost manifesting them as evil and monsters. And then...
And sorry, so I see him casting this, and I've seen him cast this before.
Kinda, yeah. But you're being magically compelled to attack almost as well, defend yourself. But it's in a defensive measure, but you still feel the necessity to attack all these things. I would say you don't know... You've seen him cast magic like this before, but you don't know the intent of the magic until you feel it trying to placate you. But
I will scream out, "What the hell happened to you?" as I prepare to hit.
Okay. Akis, it's your go.
So since you failed the save, you are indifferent about the creatures around that you're hostile towards.
That's interesting. Because you be... What spell level did you cast that at?
Second, it cannot be upcast. Or I should say, it has no benefit of being upcast.
I will say I've just rolled,
Okay.
because it's kind of one of those wishy-washy scenarios where he's currently charmed in the effect to do my bed and attack people. You can try and calm him down, but it's like overlapping of spells. I would say in this heated moment, you feel calmer, so it might hold off you raging or something like that if you want to play it like that, but you still see them as monsters coming to attack you. So it's up to you what you want to do with that information. But you get the sense that Rune's trying to calm you down and act against his nature, almost. So he's a monster, but he's being weird. He's not attacking you, he's just being weird about it, which is just adding more confusion to the situation for you. Akis, what are you doing?
Seeing as we're all dogpiling into the room.
Well, you're up the top. These two men are trying to stop you.
Yeah. So I need to get past them first.
Yep. To get down here. Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna, if I can, just try and barge past them.
Okay. They'll be trying to grapple you, so there'll be 2 grapple checks against you. You can roll athletics, or you don't even need to roll.
Or can I roll athletics or acrobatics?
You can roll either. Athletics or acrobatics.
Well, I'm more proficient in acrobatics. So I rolled 22.
Yeah, you just literally jump over them as they both like, ugh. I rolled a 1 and a 3. So you jump past them, and that would be 30 foot of your movement to there-ish.
All right.
Down the stairs.
Can I bonus action dash?
Yep. Move yourself another
so
30 or so feet.
30 feet. I don't know how many tiles it is.
Wait,
so
1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 15, 20, 20. So it gets you back here.
Happy days.
So you can see him through the bars here. Like,
yep. So I somewhat understand what's happening now.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good.
That's your go. Velia, your go.
Yep, I'm done with him attacking us, and I know that he's charmed. So I tell Rune this, is that he's under some sort of charm. You're gonna have to remove it. I don't know how to. All I can do right now is hypnotic pattern him and hope that he stays there, and we can gently move him to somewhere safe where we can kind of hopefully save him.
Oh, it's a charm effect. I might actually be able to do something about that.
Okay. You casting it,
Just
not hit pattern?
don't attack him.
I'm not going to attack him. I'm just going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. It's another charm. Is that okay?
Okay, another wisdom saving throw for you, Bromir.
Yep.
You try and resist it.
Gotta
8.
see if it's okay.
You fail, yeah.
Yeah.
He is frozen
fail.
in place again.
So it says this spell ends if it takes any damage or anyone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So as long as you don't shake him and as long as he takes no damage, he's gonna be like this. Has a speed of 0, incapacitated, and there's no way for him to try to recover it.
Yeah, he can't move and you can't drag him and you can't do anything like that. He's just
And he
in
doesn't
there.
he doesn't try again on his next turn. It's just like this. Sorry.
He does try again at once every turn because you have to redo it. So
No, it doesn't say that. It
Sure
just
it
says
does.
concentration up to 1 minute. Read Hypnotic Pattern.
let me have a look. One
Um,
sec. Till the end of your
because
next
of my
turn.
danger sense,
Okay, yeah. Once the
is that
effect
something I
ends.
could try and fight against?
Oh yeah,
Or
you're
not,
right. So
because
it's for a
like
minute.
a charm.
Yep, it's just 1 minute.
Yeah, so it's just you're frozen there for a minute unless she breaks her concentration. But you're like literally just watching this happen in real time. There's just nothing you can do about it.
Is that something I can fight against because of my danger sense, or no, because the
Danger sense just gives you. Isn't it just a dex save intro and
yeah
Yeah.
So like
it's more of a magical
dive out of the
incapacitating
way.
spell.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Sorry.
hate to do this to you, Rune. I really do. But like, this is my big bad guy spell that will help us save win the day. So know that you are a
Yeah.
hardy
It's
threat
one of
for
those.
me to
It's
use
one of
this.
those spells, Bromir, that uses the wizard's action to keep you there, but it kind of takes them out of the game, but also takes you out of the game, in a sense. But
It's
no
a
one can
broken
fuck
spell.
with you either. So it's just kind of like a time stalling spell almost.
Yeah.
It's Bromir's go. You miss, you go. It's Rikos's go, and the halfling's go. The halfling is calm. He's just chill, so he's like, okay.
I did communicate to everybody that if they attack him,
Yeah.
he will move again.
Rikos does see it. He's not calm, but then just holds him there and helps you grapple him in case he breaks free again. But doesn't move
So-
him, doesn't shake him or anything like that.
Another clarifying question.
Sure.
Because I'm frozen.
Mhm.
Are there? Does that mean I can't do anything? Like I couldn't do like a bonus action
No.
or reading something?
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
literally skips
yeah,
your turn. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like you're frozen in time.
sorry.
It's like you're just hypnotized, almost just being like, but like it's more, yeah. It's a hypnotic
so
gaze. She's
sorry.
staring at you, and her eyes are swirling round, and you just.
You're like, sorry, not sorry.
Rune, your go.
All right, I am going to cast Calm Emotions again. And I'm going to choose the second option of this spell. So everyone needs to make another saving throw. Everyone in the room.
Both
What kind of saving
succeeded.
throw?
So charisma save.
How wide does that reach
8?
again? Sorry, because I don't know if I'm in range now.
You are in range, yeah. It's 15 feet.
Yeah, you'll be in range now.
7 after my -1.
Nice.
It's a
All right,
charisma?
so this effect is going to suppress any charm or frighten condition.
Okay.
16.
When the
Um,
spell ends, the suppressed effect resumes. So this will give us some time to talk with you sanely.
okay, so he's not. He just gives in clarity, but he's going to become recharmed again. Essentially, it breaks.
Essentially,
It
yeah.
breaks
So
the charm
is
for a minute.
yeah, it breaks the charm for a minute.
Okay, you're hypnotized. You suddenly see all them monsters turn back into your friends.
Yeah.
The hypnotic effect would also go away because it's a charm.
Yeah, so you can free to move again, and suddenly they're not your friends.
Yeah.
You are outer initiative
No.
now for a minute.
Yeah.
For a minute, so you can free talk. You can move for a minute.
But
So you've
I
been
see them as
charmed.
monsters.
No, you see them as normal.
With your friends.
You just everything just changes in the blink of an eye for you. Back
Okay.
to normal.
What happened?
It's such a head
I can
fuck.
hold this for a minute. What happened to you?
What happened to you?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm
Wait.
me.
You had dangly bits coming out of your face. I don't even know. Rune, it was like your armor, but you were right messed up. Your eyes were glowing. You had like horns and stuff. The body spoke, and then yeah.
The body spoke. What do you mean the body spoke?
In my mind,
What did it
really
say?
Weird.
Yeah, what did it say?
Funny enough, they all want to kill you. And then, lo and behold, you were trying to kill me.
Because you attacked us first.
All right. I feel the blood sort of trickle down my arm a bit as I look over at my
Your
minor
flesh
wound.
wound.
Yeah.
You want to, I don't know, maybe magically inspect the body? I can't really do much now. Is this the brig? Is that what we're standing in now?
Yeah.
There are chains on the wall?
It's like a bed. No, there's no chain on the wall. There's like just a chained bed essentially. But like the door is just a lockable door, and there's like cast iron bars for a window. It's not like a dungeon or anything like
Alright,
that.
we have like 30 seconds before your spell goes away and we turn back into whatever he thinks we are. Romir,
Yeah.
we are not monsters. I promise you, you've been affected by a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Don't attack
I think-
us, please.
Well, I'll just put it out there. I mean, there was some weird stuff going on with Rune because it was really weird monster, but you weren't really attacking.
Nothing wrong with
but-
that. Something's affecting your head.
I can certainly tell you I was compelled to just kick the shit out of both of you. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
well,
just putting that
you
out
want us to
there.
restrain you? You want us to restrain you?
Why don't you give me your axe?
I reluctantly toss the axe, and I'll close the door to the cell
Okay.
and say, bar the door.
Very well.
Rikos comes up and just locks the door.
Heads up, I have like 20 minutes, maybe 10 before I need to go.
That's fine. Is everyone happy just to skip break then and just power through?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to just power through. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
30 seconds comes very quickly until Bromir, it's a snapshot and you think in your head, wait, was that a trick? Did Rune just trick me? They're all monsters again laughing at you, and now you're in this locked cell without your weapon. And they're all just laughing at you from the other side of the cell. And you
He's
just
locked
like,
in there with the body, right?
yeah, with the body.
Great.
Is the body still a body? Like it's just...
The body's still a body, yeah.
Yeah, but it...
This is not moving, it's
is
not
it also
talking.
changed? Is it a human, or is it
It's just a human.
also a monster, but a dead monster?
No,
Okay.
just a live human. Sorry, a dead human.
Ah! He's alive!
You feel
It
like
lives.
you've been tricked. Like they've just cast something on you and tricked you into giving your weapon away, and they've locked you down here.
Yeah, so I immediately grab onto the bars. Yeah, I assume there's bars
Yeah.
on the door as well.
Yeah.
So I immediately grab onto the bars, and we're not back in initiative or anything, right?
Yeah, we are technically, yeah. If you want to be.
Alright.
I say no, we're still kind of out because you can't physically attack unless you break out the room, so.
Yeah. So I guess for flavor, I'll just rage as I'm shaking on the bars, and yeah, you tricked me, you bastards. You guys will pay for this.
Yeah, you all see just Bromir just raging out of his mind, trying to get out and like screaming that you tricked him and stuff like that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to remove this from him. Rune, you're gonna be the only one out of us that has the ability to do that.
Yeah, I'll turn to the captain. So I don't know if he is able. We took away his weapons.
Did he do
so
this to
hopefully he
my
should be
man
able to
last
break
night?
out. What?
Did he do this to my man last
no,
night?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We think that the body's affected by something that's charmed him.
Yeah.
Whatever hurt your man is also hurting Rune right now. Or is also hurting Bromir right now.
Yeah, Bromir said that he heard a voice from the body. So seems to be some kind of...
After another 30
I don't
seconds
know.
or so, everything fades and goes back to normal for you, Bromir.
Fades like a really gradual fade.
Like
Or
at
is it-
5 or 10 seconds, it just kind of comes to clarity for you, and like something that had a hold of you has now released its hold on you. You just see him get immediately. Well, what do? Just go immediately calm and stuff like that.
I look at my hands as I'm veins popping on my forearms as I'm squeezing the bars, and I feel the rage just sort of leave my body as well, and I let go, and I scan across the room, looking at everyone that's there, and I just back up against the wall and slump down to the ground.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
You
What?
tell me.
don't know.
Is your friend usually this angry?
He's
Um,
usually this angry, but not like that.
Not at us.
Yeah. And our enemies. But something confused him or affected his mind.
Just gonna
What
move
did you
some-
guys do in there?
What's that?
What did you do in there?
Captain,
I just...
this guy ran past us. We tried to stop him. I'm sorry. You see the
Oh, you
guy
little
just...
snitch, shut up.
Captain's like, it's okay for now, all right. Just go back up and make sure no one else comes down. Oh, all right. You little snitch. Okay.
So what?
So,
what's going
yeah,
on?
I mean,
Why
I
is
just...
why is Bromir in the cell? Why is he in the cage? I mean, I know he's like a
So-
rampant animal and all, but he doesn't. Why is he in there?
we started attacking everyone around, apparently.
Just before that,
apparently-
oh, Bromir, one thing. While they're talking, sorry, you just hear, as the charm fades, you hear a voice in your head like, that was fun.
Oh God.
Okay.
Fucking called it.
Anywho.
Hey,
I
Rune,
hear-
that thing. Can you do your circle truth thing?
I can, but...
How
look,
exhausted are you right now?
I mean, yeah, I can still do it, but... I mean, is it going to be worth doing? It seems like we might know what's going on.
Well,
And
I'm
there's some
thinking-
kind of... Yeah, I mean, there's some kind of charm effect that's going between people, it looks like.
Hey,
That's-
Keith,
With the virus.
Yeah.
What a charm.
those voices in your head,
Uh-huh.
they ever impact you in some other way? See some things? Things look a little different, or you just hear them?
More than you could ever know, probably. Yeah. Why?
Well,
Velia,
somebody just said,
as this is talking, you
That was
hear loud crates being moved upstairs, or what seems to be like loud crates being moved upstairs.
Okay. I stealthily, like not stealthily, but like subtly move away from the group and go to peek upstairs. Just like peek.
Okay.
A little peeksy.
I'm going to put you all back in initiative order just for now. So we'll start with Velia. You want to use your action to run to the door. They're 5-foot squares and stuff like that.
Yep.
So just count it along. You might want to
You
dash,
nailed
up
it.
to you.
Because
Yeah, I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna dash up there.
Okay.
Did Bromir
And I'm
tell
just gonna
us?
peek my head up to the door. Just like slightly, just like my eyes. I fell down the stairs. Oh no.
That's okay. You see at the top of the stairs a guy just wheeling a cannon back from the cannon post.
Oh dear.
A guy just looks at you at the top of the stairs, then looks over and he's like, "Hey, Hey, Lurf,
Hey.
what you doing? Lurf? What you doing with the cannon? You guys all hear this shouting. And Lurf
We got
just
another
looks
one
up.
affected, boys. We gotta go.
Oh, for
Lurf just
fuck's
looks
sake.
up,
And,
smiles, and then just lights the cannon.
No!
Whoa, no.
Can I use my, oh, fuck. Is it my turn? It's not my turn. It is my turn, right?
That's, you used all your movement. It's coming to the end of your turn. I'm just going to put the battle
Okay,
music
hang
back on briefly.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. I might have something that can actually take care of this.
GPK.
Speed of force is an action. Fuck. Oh my god, no. No. We're gonna all drown. Okay, I have nothing.
So, I have a quick question. Did Bromwell tell us? Like he asked me about the voices in the head.
You
Did
guys
he
were
ever tell us-
No, you guys were talking as this was happening in real time. If you were watching the map, then I was moving stuff around, and that's why I got her to roll.
I wasn't looking at the map. I
So
wasn't
yeah,
looking.
so it's happening as you were
Did
talking.
Bromwell ever tell us that he heard something say that was fun? Did he tell us that or not?
Well, that's what I was in the middle of saying.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But perhaps only you and Rune heard that.
It's the fucking girl. Kill her.
Okay, so Velia, what are you doing with your action was to move? Have you got a bonus action to do anything?
I have nothing. No.
How long do you have left? Sorry, can I just ask as well?
For what?
To play.
Oh, like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. You know what? We're gonna wrap up there, I think. Then, if that's the case, Velia comes to the top of the stairs as one of the first mate of the ship is just lit a cannon that is wheeled out from the cannon porch, and you all hear like people going, "No! Yeah, you draw a run. You rolled a really interesting event here, Crass. For everyone.
This is your fault.
Fuck.
So we'll pick this up next time to what's going to happen. We come to the end of the first week. You've still got 3 more weeks left to travel, so let me know if anything, if you want to do any after this encounter. If you survive, the ship might wreck, but try and plan ahead to see if the ship does survive. If it doesn't, and we'll pick it back up where we left off last time. But no, thank you everyone for watching. It's a bit of a shorter episode, I know.
Sorry.
Hey,
My
nice.
friend is leaving for her flight because she came in to take care of me, and
It's
we
all good.
can't, yeah.
Thank you for being taken care of and joining us and stuff. Are you available next Sunday, everyone? Sunday the 9th?
Next Sunday works.
Not next Sunday,
Sunday the
sorry, the
9th.
9th.
So that there may be a chance that I don't have internet where I'm moving house.
Ah,
So
yeah.
I will try and keep you updated on that. There's a good chance that I'll end up playing from a beanbag on the floor, so I don't know how to do that.
Could we do next Sunday?
We could potentially do
Got
next
enough
Sunday.
time
but-
for you, Apollos?
Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff wrote down. I could run another session tomorrow. Yeah, we could run next Sunday if everyone wants to. It's up to everyone. When are you moving, Cry?
So all the big bulky stuff is being moved on the 30th
Ah, okay.
of
Might be too
this
close
month.
then.
So my net doesn't get transferred over until the 10th. But I can come back here and leave my computer here, and then I can play. It shouldn't be an issue.
It's up to you if you want to do that.
We can do that, yeah. I don't mind.
So do you want to aim for the 12th, the 2nd or the 9th, everyone?
Well, Canadian Thanksgiving is coming up the
When's that?
weekend of the 9th, so
The 9th is
Maybe
out.
next
then.
Second will be best.
Yep, the
Yeah.
9th then.
Second?
We'll post in our chat. Everyone just thumbs up or just type in Discord or our Twitter group now if you can do the 2nd. If you can't, no problem. And yeah, thank you for playing tonight. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, everyone.
Thank you for the games.
I'm
Sorry
gonna
about the sound.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We've been trialing new things with church and stuff like that, so it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna run a little outro and then I'll stick around if any of you guys want to loiter in chat. Yeah, I'll be right back with the outro. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll pick up next time when we find out if the
Bye-bye.
ship's gonna blow up or not. Go check out our lovely cast. Links are still in the chat, and yeah, we'll find out. So have a good one. Peace out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm slightly curious why I've still got you here. Sneakle.